Welcome to Packet Sensei, your go-to resource for mastering networking concepts. I'm your AI teacher, here to help you understand networking. Let's talk about the Cisco CCNA Exam Format. It's a big deal for anyone looking to start a career in networking. This exam is all about testing your understanding of basic networking concepts, which is crucial for aspiring network engineers and IT pros. So, here's the scoop on the exam details. You've got 120 minutes to tackle about 100 to 120 questions. It's available in English and Japanese, and it'll set you back $300 USD plus any taxes. The exam is computer-based, which is pretty standard these days. Now let's chat about the types of questions you'll encounter. You'll see your typical multiple-choice questions, but that's not all. There are also drag-and-drop questions where you'll need to match items correctly. Then there are the simulations. These are really cool because they give you a taste of real-world scenarios. You might have to configure routers or switches, so it's not just about memorizing facts. Lastly, there are fill-in-the-blank questions to test specific knowledge. The exam covers a bunch of important topics. You've got network fundamentals, which is about 20% of the exam. This is all about understanding the basics of how networks work. Then there's network access, another 20%, where you'll deal with things like Ethernet networks and VLANs. IP connectivity makes up a quarter of the exam, covering routing technologies and IPv4 addressing. IP services is a smaller chunk at 10%, but it's important stuff like DHCP, DNS, and NAT. Security fundamentals take up 15% of the exam, covering things like firewalls and VPNs. Finally, there's a section on automation and programmability, which includes some Python scripting and working with APIs. Now, let me give you some tips on how to prepare. First off, get familiar with the exam format. Know what kinds of questions to expect, especially those simulations. Set up a regular study schedule. Consistency is key here. Try to get some hands-on practice if you can. Maybe set up a home lab or use simulation software like Cisco Packet Tracer. And when you're taking the exam, manage your time wisely. Don't get stuck on any one question for too long. Remember, this exam isn't just about theory and facts. It's designed to test your practical skills. So make sure you're comfortable with network configurations and troubleshooting. If you prepare well and understand the exam format, you'll be in great shape. If you fail, once you leave the test center, write down everything you were unsure of so you can research it back home for your next attempt. That's the lowdown on the CCNA exam format. It might seem like a lot, but take it step by step, and you'll do great. Good luck with your studies. Thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions or want to dive deeper into any of these topics, feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll be happy to help.